Wow, what a morning so far. I wake up, I go onto Twitter and see that Japan is under 2 meters of water and everything is falling apart over there. And knowing the last tsunami that happened in recent memory, which is I can't remember what it was called exactly, but knowing all the damage that was caused there and the disease that happened over there, I can only imagine what the after effects of this one is going to be. And on less serious notes, I then take my iPod off the thing, and after a night where iTunes crashes 4 times in a row in the same hour, it decides to completely ignore the fact that there was any media on it whatsoever, and I open up the iPod and there's no music or videos, just all my applications. But enough of that and me rambling on. What's going down, everyone? This is Slow and welcome back to Let's Play TPP. I haven't done a commentary for this in a few days now, and I've honestly lost my train of ability. But what I essentially have not fast forwarded here, I believe, is essentially what I would call a massive amount of hacks. In that this game is, in spite of its ridiculous level requirements for certain objectives, there's also a lot of luck required to win as well. And that something very simple can end up completely destroying any chance you had of winning in the first place. So we almost got our ass kicked by that miner trainer, and now we're gonna see Thingy. I want to go away from you. I've actually started playing this game on multiple save files. If you watched the last video, first save file I ever did has ended up being you found the game shortcode or whatever for the experience, so that I could scout ahead at a faster rate of knots and check out the level requirements for certain parts of the game. And that's a level 30 we're looking at. I think the game hates us. Dunno. Well, as I was saying, that was the B save, which is now turned into the Z save because of the massive amounts of EXP generated on it. This is the A save, and is using a different starter, and is going to be using different characters overall. And thanks to me using cheats on the B save, I've actually started another new game, and I'm using different characters overall. But one character in particular has pretty much remained the same across all of the saves, and when we get to that episode where I acquire it on this save, you'll know. So there's the sole new person in this video, and the rest of the video in any case is just going to be me attempting to breach through this stupid road and get to the next city. yeah, Yukari is pretty freaking tough to take down. In that it has massive defences and it is typically going to have some kind of way of recovering that health as well. It's also just a head sticking out of a hole in nothing, which is mentioned to Yukari's main ability of manipulation of boundaries. Haircut would have probably been a good move if it wasn't physical. So that's why that move ended up getting thrown off the bandwagon. I hear that they've actually managed to transplant this game onto like the Diamond and Pearl mechanics of moves, and I have no idea how the hell they've managed to do that. I'd like to look into it at some point. Oh, and I've looked through the latest sections of the game, and in all honesty, I'm scared to fucking death at what I've seen. Like, the game will pretty much use like the entire bandwidth of levels from starting the game to getting to the Elite Four. Like, the only level range that I have not seen is out after Victory Road. That's all I've not seen. And it's going to require a terrifyingly high amount of grinding. More stupid compulsory battles. Could have skipped those two before, but I figured like taking them on anyway. Oh hey, I've actually figured out where to actually find those puppets, and it was actually kind of obscure. And that move is essentially what I would call a... wait. Terry and Ice. Where have I seen that before? Oh, yeah. That fucking comic. Oh, Singing Grace. Huh. I would predict that that would essentially turn her into like a Clefable clone, I think. Oh, we have to do this one as well? That's mean. I mean, how the hell did he manage to fall off that? I mean, come on. It's like... there's supposed to be fences on that thing. How do you manage to fall off something with fences that are typically going to be much taller than your waistline? Unless they somehow decided to put a stunt ramp on there. I mean, why the hell would they even try and do that? Also, what I just noticed or remembered is, why on earth did I even attempt to do this fight immediately after the last one, where I lost one of my main wingmen, and at this stage in the LP I only have two. I haven't actually figured out where I can actually acquire Yeren outside of this half of the world, considering that it is broken up in half by the surf boundaries. I know I can get Kaguya, but it's exceptionally rare. although I can look it up in the readme. One thing I have noticed, or I was told, is that the readme for the ROM actually has a lot of information on where you can find pretty much everything, and also mentions a lot of strange evolutions and how to achieve them. Supposedly some of the evolutions are hinted that it essentially makes it into pretty much an impossibility in the original games, in that there are puppets in this game that evolve more than twice in the same evolutionary line, which is ridiculous. It also mentions other things, but I will leave that for another time because my time limit is a little lacking. So, we've made it to this place, good old Marville, or as it's called in this game, the Ruins of Lore. And that guy has got pink hair. Let's not question that. So, we got here, and now we're saving and getting the hell out of here. Next time, we're beating up every single trainer we see. This has been Slow. Farewell.